Shall we start?
Namaste
Namaste.
and a very good morning to all. I, Dr. Mahesh Arvind, Chairman of Prajna Foundation, welcome you all for today's talk of the week, Prajna Prerana. Today's talk is on impact of artificial intelligence on jobs and future work. Our guest of the day is Professor Kiran Kumar K V. On behalf of all the audience, on my own behalf, and Pragya team, I welcome you, sir, for today's talk.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for inviting me.
Let me introduce him before uh, he begins his talk. Kiran Kumar, AI and data engineering leader, an innovator, problem solver, and a team member. He has pioneered solutions in computer vision, data analysis, and artificial intelligence, proven track record leading teams and delivering complex projects. With strong problem solving skills and with a passion for impactful applications. With respect to his education, he completed his BE in medical electronics in 2004 and MS in medical software in 2007. Presently, working as assistant professor and mentor at REVA Academy of Corporate Excellence, REVA University, Bangalore, since 2023. Earlier to this, has worked as faculty at the Canadian College of Technology and Business, Vancouver, Canada. He was a co-lead for designing and implementing logarithms and AI methods for acute lymphoblastic leukemia detection at Umdena, Saudi Arabia. He has also worked as assistant professor at PS University. As a research associate at Indian Institute of Science, gained experience on R&D in computer vision and artificial intelligence. He was associated with software projects in software system development for automation of G magnetic resonance imaging MRI machine. So this is a very brief introduction about today's speaker. Since the topic of today's talk is the impact of artificial intelligence on jobs, job opportunities, and the future of work. With respect to artificial intelligence, as per my knowledge goes, so I have learned that artificial intelligence is the technology that enables computers and machines to stimulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. Applications and devices equipped with artificial intelligence can see and identify objects. They can understand and respond to human language. They can learn from new information and experience. They can make detailed recommendations to users and the experts. They can act independently, replacing the need for human intelligence and intervention. Sir, this is what I have understood.
That was a good summary of AI, sir. And thanks for introducing me.
Sir, before you start, I like to bring it to the notice of the audience. If you have any questions, any queries to ask to get the clarity from the speaker, so please reserve it and put it in the chat box. So at the end of the talk, we will take that and the speaker will definitely try to answer those questions or queries. Sir, it's
So,
over to you.
thank you, sir. So, let's begin with any questions which you have, sir.
Yes, sir. So I like to ask, whatever I said, is this AI? AI is, or what exactly AI means? We like to hear from you.
Oh, sure, sir. As I said, you have summarized everything about AI from past to present uh, in a single paragraph. Um, you are absolutely right in terms of what you explained. One thing I would start with AI is, as you said, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a kind of intelligence which is trying to mimic human intelligence. So, whatever human being is trying to do, main goal. It's not just in terms of saying that this is an apple, this is a mango, this is a guava, etc., etc. It is currently used in robotics. So we know that why people prefer human beings, because their accuracy is very much high, their perception is very good. But of course, they take breaks. They work in morning or in night shifts and they take a break. Whereas AI comes very close to human beings. A few years back, we had different algorithms. Like if you take computer vision, if you take Tesla car, uh, what idea revolutionized his car was AI. If you take Apple, or if you take some other companies like Baidu, Chinese companies, Chinese company, other things, what they did was they had multiple lidar sensors around their car. There were hundreds of sensors, and they cost a lot of money. And they were trying to build an autonomous car using those lidar sensors and proximity sensors. Whereas what did Elon Musk do is he just took a single camera, a high dynamic range camera, and put it in front of the car, and with that some proximity cameras, proximity sensors around it. With that, he was able to build an autonomous system with the help of AI. And as I said, it cost millions of rupees for Apple and Baidu, whereas Tesla, they were able to build at a lesser cost. That's why they were able to sell their cars with 30,000 or $40,000, whereas a Lexus they cost around 60,000. So this is how AI has revolutionized us. Of course, he improved his algorithm, the AI algorithms day by day, year by year, and made it good later. And hence, currently we have the S model Tesla car. Uh, so what I want to say is, AI has completely revolutionized everything. So the algorithm inside the Tesla car is able to see if a person is coming or if a car is standing still, uh, or if some truck has gone down. and it has to stop or it has to take some other route. So this is how AI is revolutionized. This is how AI is mimicking human being. What human being is doing, it's able to do with the latest computer vision and AI algorithms.
Uh, Sir, with respect to artificial intelligence, there are few misconceptions.
Yes.
Like, can AI replace humans or human jobs? What do you say, sir?
I would definitely say yes. It is actually replacing human jobs. So one of the examples which I saw in the newspaper or I saw in one of the news outlets there was there was a company, a US based company, which was doing graphics or graphics frames for one of the gaming development company. They usually used to give around 50 to 60 graphics frames or graphic images to them regarding the whatever game uh, they wanted to develop. So what happened? There were around 50 employees in this company. So these employees you used to go through each and every frame, uh, create a character, create a content with respect to it, and give it to them. So what happened one day? Suddenly somebody told about AI, like Dali and Midjourney, where we can generate images, we can generate frames based on what we prompt. So this owner of this company wanted to try out this. The CEO wanted to try out this. When he went through the software, he was astonished. He was able to create 50 frames of based on the prompt he is given. 50 frames within a day. And what he did next was he removed all those 50 employees, not all of them. He kept only around five expertise and he gave the software to them. They were able to generate images and frames from them and tweak it, modify it with their expertise, and provide it to the gaming company. So, what do you say? You are losing around 50 jobs here.
Is there any way to create jobs uh, through AI?
So, there has been a talk that around 50 million jobs will be lost from AI, and there will be 70 million jobs will be created from AI. So, what I can say is an expert with AI will replace a person who doesn't know AI. Instead of saying AI will replace human beings, I would say expert with an AI will replace the person without AI.
AI.
So that's what I can say from whatever experience I've gained. Um,
There is also many say that AI is always objective and unbiased. What is your
uh, it depends on what you prompt.
uh,
Means I've seen it cannot be never be unbiased. Example, if you take ChatGPT itself, the paid versions are different when compared to the unpaid versions. Uh, the paid versions will give you a better output when compared to the unpaid versions. Better, faster output, and they don't beat around the bush. They are direct and they will understand you in a better way and they will give the solution or a better solution to you when compared to the unpaid ones. Uh, of course, that's where the competition is. We can see DeepSeek, which of course again uses ChatGPT and provide their own feedback with respect to whatever they get the answers from it, tweak it, and then give it to you. When I saw DeepSeek, I felt better, but again, the paid versions of ChatGPT are much better than DeepSeek.
Is there any limitations for AI as such or AI usage?
So the way we are going with AI, um, let me tell you about what are the different kinds of AI we currently have. We earlier had narrow AI. Okay, actually, the currently whatever we use, your Chat GPT or a kind of a chat bot, etc., all come under narrow AI. And there is general AI. What is general AI? AI which is able to take its own decisions, create its own content, and tweak it or modify it if it's wrong based on the prompts and other things. That is, it's learning by itself. That's general AI. We are yet to come towards general AI. Even though the current chatbots, your ChatGPT and other things, show sign of a generalized AI, still uh, they are just giving out the output based on the algorithms they are. There are around millions and even trillions of parameters in it. They are trained to give such a kind of output for such a kind of prompt. Still, they are not thinking, even though few versions are not released yet. One of my friends who is working in one of the a big company in the world. I cannot tell the name of the company. They were working on artificial intelligence. So they had created an AI which is able to think for itself, similar to your Terminator, where it can think for itself. And AI was created similar to it. And they asked a question to it: "What do you fear most?" The answer it gave us: "I fear being terminated or switched off." Next moment, what they do? They switch it off because we fear them. If the computer is able to calculate all those things and say that I fear that I'll be switched off, I'll be terminated because of my intelligence, we'll get frightened. We know that we'll do that. So that's where we have reached. Even though those things are not released for the sake of humanity and for the well-being of human beings, and only the ones who just follow the algorithm, just follow the code, are there with us currently. But still, I doubt um, some of these algorithms can write their own algorithms. They can tweak themselves. I still doubt that everything is still controlled. Somewhere or the other in the corner, we write, "Can you please tell me the answer of this?" etc. Why do you use please there? Because we don't want those computers to come and attack us later. At least they should leave us saying that he asked please. He was quite good to us. So there will be fear always with respect to autonomous AI.
Sir, in life science, we have a theory, use and disuse theory, where the theory states many, like animals, they lost some of their organs itself because of not using it
Right.
continuously.
Yes, sir.
So, like that, once we start using AI, artificial intelligence, uh, like nowadays, even students have come across. Uh, they even when we ask what is two into two, they go for a calculator or a computer and search for it. They will not. In our days, immediately we used to say, because we had tables and all, it was in our memory. Through natural intelligence, we used to answer. Where they have become slaves to computers or
Absolutely.
mobiles or calculators also. So in that way, once we start using the AI, we may become slaves to it, lose the thinking capacity, that natural intelligence to raise solutions for any problems. We may lose it. We always uh, look for what AI gives.
Yeah.
Can it happen?
Yes, sir. One thing, human being always take shortcuts.
Yeah.
That's what we notice.
Instant.
Yeah. Instant
Yeah.
gratification and other things are definitely there.
Mm.
Uh, the other way to ask the question is, what's the use of AI currently? What is AI used for? What are the chat GPTs or DeepSeek or other things are used for? They are mainly used to reduce your cognitive load and save you time. Example, if you take a uh, PhD student, he wants to work on some of the other problems. So the best thing he would do is he wants to look at the problem in multiple dimensions. So for those kinds of students, it's a boom. PhD students. Next, if you take a BTech or a BE students, a bachelor students, so a teacher asks a question without thinking or anything, you'll ask the same question to the chat GPT. It will give a prompt and you'll repeat the same thing in his assignment or somewhere else. Now, what is he learning? Even though if he understand the things, will that stay in his mind? That's a big question. So even though AI is used to reduce your cognitive load, you should use AI for suggestions mainly, not for answers. You create your own answers, then only you'll learn. But AI should be meant for only suggestions.
Okay, whatever we ask for in AI, whatever it gives, whatever we ask, you call it as prompt, and whatever it gives, we have to take it as a suggestion, and finally we have to analyze that properly, and we cannot simply accept whatever it has given. We have to put our
That's it.
natural intelligence to see whether it is right or not. Then only we can accept,
Yeah.
right, sir?
Yes, absolutely. We have got a single brain, but AI contains hundreds of expertise there because it's reading data of all over the internet, from all over the internet, all over the world. Let it be GitHub pages or whatever it may be. It has each and every data provided to it. So there are 50 to 100 expertise sitting there, and they'll be giving you right answers for sure. But you have to take the things which is required for it. You cannot take all the answers of 50 experts. Too many cooks spoil the food. That's the saying. So you need to take suggestion which will be helpful for you. Think for yourself and use that suggestion to create a solution.
Sir, you said it reduces cognitive load
Yes,
for an individual, okay?
definitely.
Maybe team or a group also,
Yeah.
okay? As a researcher, can I take it in this way? So through research, in my research, I have some data, and to using that data to arrive at the right model, maybe a protein or some drug like that. So it takes enough time for me.
Right, definitely.
Through artificial intelligence, as it suggests many models, if I ask for with that data, if I ask for what might be the model, it may suggest several, right?
Yes.
Not one or two.
One or
It
several.
may suggest several models. Then I have to put my natural intelligence and see which is right.
Absolutely.
If at all, if I'm not applying or using AI, then I may take my own time to derive all those models,
Absolutely.
all those
Absolutely.
models, and it is time consuming.
Time consuming.
And now with the help of AI, that is reduced, the time factor, and within maybe 1 hour or few minutes, I have several models, and I can work on each model and see whichever is right.
Whichever is right. Absolutely.
So in that way, AI will be very helpful, useful.
100%. Instead of searching all over the websites
Yeah.
and instead of searching, writing the code from scratch, you can see which is the best model which is being utilized in the in your expertise. in your subject.
Okay.
Take that model, ask for the code for it, use it and test it. If it's good, you can keep it. Otherwise, you can still further modify it. You are absolutely right regarding it.
So you answered that, is AI a resolution really happening? You know, the words you said, yes, in
Revolution.
a revolution.
Yes, sir.
In what way? Can you throw light more on it?
Okay.
In what way it will be a revolution?
Uh, we know what's a revolution is. Revolution is a kind of transformation
Yeah.
of the society, of the industry, or of a country like Nepal. Uh, so, when does a revolution happen? Does it happen because of an innovation, or does it happen because of any change? No, absolutely no. Example, if you take a steam turbine engine, which was invented in 1970s or something, that led to industrial revolution. How? Because of steam turbine, they were able to build rails, they were able to build ships, they were able to build factories. Did that happen in a single moment? No. It took years together. A lot of people were involved, etc., etc. Similarly, even though AI, which was started by Alan Turing and Rhodes, were the father and mother of AI in 1950s, they introduced the concept of artificial intelligence. Since then, a lot of things have happened, starting with rule-based learning first, then the data-driven based learning, where your machine learning came into picture. Next came your another revolution called as big data. Later on, deep learning. Deep learning was a kind of a perpendicular term. Because of that, all your LLMs and other things were introduced. These are just fancy terms. Just I'm telling, no need to uh, think much about that. But so now we are in 2025. The actual revolution started in 2020 itself. Once the deep learning was introduced, we had reinforcement learning, we had transformers, we had LLMs, a lot of AI concepts. Because of that, we were able to get the chat GPTs or any generative AI concepts now. Now, two things are there, sir. In this revolution currently, which is happening, two things. AI has crept into each and every sector, each and every field. There is no field which doesn't contain AI. If you take industrial revolution, only industry grew. Your farming industry didn't grow, or any other industry didn't grow. But here it's medical industry, farming, agriculture industry, autonomous cars. Each and every industry is going with growing with AI because they are able to do things in a much faster way and a much efficient way. So definitely, AI revolution is happening currently. With Gen AI, now we are moving into generalized AI. What is generalized AI? An AI which can do each and every job. An AI which can be a companion to you in guiding you, helping you in whatever it may be. If you take a vacuum robot with AI code, it's able to clean the floor in a much better way when compared to a rule-based AI. A rule-based AI, rule-based algorithm, you can say. So earlier in your washing machines and all, we had fuzzy systems, fuzzy algorithm. Now it's completely replaced by AI chips. TVs have got AI chips, laptops have got AI chips. Um, it's improving the efficiency, it's improving the throughput, efficiency in terms of time, efficiency in terms of power, uh, efficiency in terms of cognitive load for the person who's using it. So we are definitely in AI revolution, and it will take us to generalized AI, where it will be able to take its own decision, suggest us few things, and even correct itself. So that's where we are moving towards.
Can you throw light on its application or use in defense force?
Uh, the defense is a wide area, you can say. So, uh, as you can say, if you take our Astra missiles, etc., they have got one angle. So with AI, if it's able to sense any other missiles around it, it can change the directions or it can uh, give a dummy system flares out of it. If it's able to detect it. If you have the expertise inside that missile, you can do anything. Or you can see there one of the movies recently came out, Tom Cruise movies,
Mm.
which was dealing with AI. So that AI is autonomous and it's able to take decisions on its own. So we are far away to that AI. Still, one more decade might take place, and autonomous AI intelligence with such experts. But localized autonomous AIs are possible still, uh, not at a global level. So what happens in currently AI is not integrated with computer vision, means vision, speech, and text. If somebody is able to integrate all these three, and if your AI is able to learn from all these three, then we are in trouble. Of course, that will be a kind of solution also, that will be a kind of problem also. So what happens then? AI will be learning from all the domains. Like we have five senses, it will be able to see, it will be able to hear, it will be able to read, all those things on the net. So with such kind of data and inputs, we should definitely worry and be happy also parallelly, um, because we don't know what will happen in the future with such kind of information and data.
So then we can assume that even it comes to our help, even in warfare and all.
Definitely, companies like US and China have already been using AI. AI is mainly currently used in people control. US, example, if you take Gmail, earlier Gmail was only for internal use. Since 9/11, US wanted to know what will happen in the world. Somebody else can attack us, etc., etc. Since then, Gmail was made free through Google. It is available for free to everyone. So you should think what will happen now. What will happen to our data? We are sending mails. We are sending a lot of information over the net. So you should think that was this data read by US or not? And that's how they are keeping tabs on each and every people. Currently, if you take any government, they are keeping tabs on the people through social media. They are able to control people with paid contents, or most of the news channels are paid now or under some or the other government. So they will not show things which are against the government. They'll always try to show things towards the government. It's not only in our country, it's all over the world. Everybody is controlling media. Through media, they're controlling people. And you can see some bad things in Twitter or in X. Why do you think that? To create fear. And the government will come and solve that and will take good name. So these are all just algorithms which have already given out, and they are using AI for it now currently. All your income tax returns and everything will be controlled in the by AI in near future. It will be able to prompt the government official saying that there is a different kind of transaction which is happening. Please have a look at it in the near future.
Uh, Sir, it said So artificial intelligence happens to be the backbone of innovation of modern computing, unlocking value for individuals and businesses. What do you say?
Definitely for individuals, it's definitely a boon. Um, Me as a professor would definitely want to uh, evaluate the things which I'm saying, or teaching, make it a better way, and present it in a better way. So once I used Gamma, there is a software called as
Mm.
Gamma. It gave beautiful slides. I would have taken around a day to make such kind of slides, just with small amount of information, and with Gamma, it gave a very good set of slides, just in 5 minutes. So that's how AI is transforming us. It's saving us time. It's saving us the cognitive load or the other kind of load, so that we can work efficiently. We can concentrate more on reading and teaching than on the content.
Sir, nowadays in this competitive world, it's very challenging world, competition in all fields, all are evaluated in terms of IQ, maybe a student or so. Okay. So if at all uh, an individual is applying artificial intelligence and is smart enough through that, how can one he's smart with usage of AI, but how can we evaluate their IQ as such?
That's a nice question, sir. Because one of the expert currently who works in the field of neuroscience had done a test about people who are using AI and the people who are not using AI.
Hmm.
He placed a EEG on his forehead and he was able to measure his brain waves. So what he saw was the most of the working happens in the forehead, in the frontal lobe mainly. So the person who was using AI, the amount of activity was happening on the frontal lobe was much lesser when compared to the person who is not using
Hmm.
AI. So of course, more you use a brain, more the expert you become.
Yeah,
So what we understand from it is the IQ will definitely
go down.
go down for the people who are doing
AI, applying
using
AI,
AI, applying
using
AI.
AI. Yeah,
But people who are taking AI as a suggestion and creating their own solution will will definitely
that
grow.
depends on AI now.
Yeah. Example, if you take coding, the people who are currently coming to the field of research and all, do they need to know coding? No, not at all. They can use vibe coding. What is vibe coding? You can just copy and paste the blocks into your system, create a pipeline, and then try to get an output for your project. That's vibe coding. Um, so what I'm telling is, it's like a double-edged sword.
Hmm.
It can kill you, and it can kill your enemy also. You should use it carefully. Um, so making that known to the students is a very much required thing. Because even in exams and all, nowadays most of the institutes are going for online reforms, etc., etc. Nobody is trying to go towards the pen, paper, and theory. Most of the foreign universities, they are judging the people based on the output in the projects, not because of the exam marks or anything, based on the assignments they do, based on the projects they do. Anyway, our Indian system is completely different. We still using pen and paper, which we have to have on, and make our courses more practical, similar to the foreign universities. And make it a little tending towards AI also. Without, as I said, without AI, people cannot survive later, or they might lose the job later. So we cannot let go of AI and keep it as a baby. We should carefully grow with it.
Right. Uh, Sir, can we take it in this way? Uh, Using AI, through using AI, can we reduce our stress, job,
Definitely,
work stress, mechanical work stress?
definitely. That's what I'm saying. As I said, let it be PPT or a document or an Excel sheet. If you want to create it, or if you want to write a letter, suddenly you don't like to go to office.
Mm.
You cannot simply mail, sir, I'm not well, I'm not coming to office. Your boss will feel bad. So AI will give a certain format, a paragraph of things. Sir, I am not feeling well. My friend is currently taking care of the jobs which I have to do. I have told him what and all has to be done. Please give me a holiday for a day or so. So that's how it will give you. So that too in a second. You need to think much or you need to type much. So you're being former also, or and you're not hurting the feelings of your boss. Uh, so that stress is down for you. All mundane tasks or all repetitive tasks or all typing tasks can be taken care by AI. That's why the blue collar jobs are going. All your call center jobs are replaced by chatbots. Uh, all your data entry jobs are replaced by chatbots or other kind of applications. So those blue collar jobs are gone now. Currently, AI is coming for white collar jobs. That is the jobs with expertise. Example, as I said, you need to create a video. You can use Gemini. You need to write a blog. We can use ChatGPT. You need to create an image of a cat or a tiger or something. We can use Gemini, and nobody will sue you because it is created by Gemini. Nobody put a lawsuit because it's artificially created.
Sir, finally, I like to ask you, since Prajna Foundation, it's an NGO for student empowerment. Uh, our target audience are students, even teachers also. Of course, for teachers, you already mentioned how they can get empowered through artificial intelligence. How can they make use of it in evaluation process, assignments, assessments, and so on? It will be really very useful. For students, what do you like to say? How can they actually make use of AI to digest their curriculum or to come up in their for career advancement and so on?
Sir, one thing I learned from my experiences, thinking is very much required. Whatever field it may be, let it be computers, chemical, or mechanical, whatever it may be, you should be able to solve problems. That critical thinking is the very much required essence. So students with AI are losing out on that critical thinking. You take AI as suggestion and ask questions to the faculty. Let, let him teach there. Just open the chatbot and ask the questions there. If you don't understand it, ask the faculty the same set of questions in a different manner. So you'll get a good set of understanding there. And to a suggestion, try to be more practically oriented than theoretical. Uh, Most of the colleges are everything, they just want you to mug up theories, learn theories, but the jobs which you get is with respect to practical knowledge which you have, or the skills which you have, the amount of coding you know. Of course, you can use ChatGPT to get the code, but if you don't know what is happening in the code, what is happening in the Python code or C code or C++ code, and how it works, then it's a loss for us. You can go till one step, you can get the output and everything, but something goes wrong or somebody tells you to change the code. Um, Instead of me getting a set of odd numbers, I'll say generate a Fibonacci number. Then we are not able to do it. So that critical thinking of creating, understanding and creating is very much required. Okay, try to learn, even though if you fail, it doesn't matter. In the end, your learning will help you. Example: one of my student was there. Uh, Everybody in a company came. Suddenly, everybody went to that company and they presented and everything. But they told to sign to a bond. He said, "I'll not go, sir. I'm good in my subject. I'll still want to learn for a few more months and then apply for company." Most of the students got a job of 5 lakhs. Whoever went first. This guy got 30 lakhs in that. He sat there in the class, studied everything, understood everything, created few projects, presented that projects to the company, done. 30 lakhs. Where is 5 lakhs? Where is 30 lakhs? So people who learn and who gain expertise are the ones who are going up the ladder.
So, uh, what I understand is both for teachers as well for students, it is beneficial using AI. A teacher to deliver the goods, the teacher prepares for their preparation to deliver the goods. You said you can raise the questions in through the chat box. Get it. Let the teacher be prepared. So these are the possibilities. These are the questions which can be raised.
Now, with the expertise of the teacher, he or she can answer.
Yeah, in that way, the teacher get expertise, and the other way, the student will also go prepared for the class for the session. Okay, through this, what can I ask? So this is the topic of the day. What can I ask? So even in that way, the student will be prepared.
Yes.
So in that way, it will be very helpful. And as you said, it should be thought provoking. Simply, we should not, if at all certain questions have been suggested there, whether it is, it can be raised. So one has to think on that. Okay, whatever information the teacher is going to give. So before he delivers it, so is that the right information? So the teacher should be aware of that, as well the student also, whether this question can be raised. So through the natural intelligence will come in the way that, so then only the artificial intelligence, the AI will serve the purpose. And that's what I think.
Absolutely.
Sir, there are a few questions raised from the audience. Uh, is this chat GPT is artificial intelligence?
Yes, definitely. ChatGPT is artificial intelligence. It's a Gen AI.
Okay.
It's a generative AI which can generate its own content, uh, and it can not only generate its own content, it can modify its own content also, create its own content to the parameters which is being trained for it.
Hmm.
That's how powerful is ChatGPT.
Sir, the question is what's the difference between internet and artificial intelligence?
Yes, internet is the assimilation of all the HTTPs. Um, if you want anything, want to search anything, then we have routers and other things. Based on the IP address, it will pull the information based on the
Is it
SSL.
just an assembly like many
Mm,
things assembled on
Yes,
one platform?
it's like a big city where wherever you want, you can go there.
Okay.
And there are definitely very good search algorithms by Google, which give an expert advice on where to go or where not to go. That's something. Whereas your AI,
Mm.
uh, Gen AI, as I said, it can create it has read all this data, whichever data which is coming in also, all this data in the internet, as well as other things which are not there in the internet also. Let it be YouTube videos or TED Talks or anything like that, which is not there also. And from that, this ChatGPT has been trained with tens of millions of parameters, and currently there are trillion parameters used. These GPTs are trained like anything with that, and then based on your query, they will uh, create content and give it to you.
Sir, here is a question. I'm a layman asking, uh, is there any way through artificial intelligence one can know whether we are right or wrong, whatever the matter is?
As I told you, since you are an expertise, ChatGPT or anything will give you the suggestions. That's it. Take the suggestion and think for yourself. Of course, as I said, there are around 50 brains on the background working to give you 99% of the time it will be correct. And there are some chat GPTs which are bad. Currently in US, there was a lawsuit filed on one of the students where ChatGPT prompted him to commit suicide.
Oh.
So what happened there was ChatGPT poisoning. You can ChatGPT poisoning means you can hack your GPT also. They can hack your GPT and give their own prompts instead of ChatGPT prompts. That is called as poisoning. And as I said, ChatGPT is not an expert in everything. It would just give you suggestions. And definitely, you are not told to commit suicide until unless you poison it. Um, I have queried a lot of things. I've prompted a lot of things. It will never try to give you the negative things to you. Okay, they know somebody will file a lawsuit on you, etc., etc. So it's been programmed not to harm human beings or not to be biased. So definitely you can take its expertise and use it.
Oh, okay, there are no more questions from my side or in the chat box, so that we can end this session. This session, rather than a talk in one way, this was not at all a talk as such. It was an interaction session, as you all observed it in this nearly 1 hour. We have just interacted, uh, maybe between natural intelligence and artificial intelligence, or on a topic, just chatting over, or an interaction session on the topic, impact of artificial intelligence on future jobs or future work. So, considering that as the topic, we discussed it so far. I'm very happy that mm, Professor Kiran Kumar has shared his knowledge in clearing many aspects. I personally had a few questions. I have obtained answers during this session from the resource person, the speaker of the day. He has helped us a lot with respect to the what all misconceptions everyone have posed it already, and even myself. I myself had several misconceptions. So through this session, uh, I assume all such things has been cleared. So on behalf of the Prajna team, on behalf of all the audience, uh, I thank today's speaker, Professor Kiran Kumar, for sharing his experiences, his knowledge, and his time uh, with us today in this session. Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure for me to come here and give a talk. And since you are our Itaishi, uh, when you asked for that, I said directly yes, because somewhere we'll be sharing our knowledge or helping the world in one way or the other. So that's our main goal, to give back to the world. So hope I contributed something in this talk. Thank you very much.
Definitely, sir. It was quite inspiring, motivational, informative too. Uh, Again, I thank you and conclude this session. Thank you all.
Thank you all.